So Caitlin, after everything that you just explained, you explained how you learn alternatively, you explained how you went on a gap year, you explained the anxiety and just the rejection that you face from doing things literally differently. What type of takeaway can you give to somebody who's 16, 17, 18, they're pressured going into college because everybody's doing it, but they don't want to do it? What type of advice would you give them to explore the world, explore their options before they make any decisions?
Yeah, take every opportunity you can. Meet everyone you can. I think that's the biggest thing for me that if I look back and I think what was one thing that I did that made, that opened doors and that made everything possible to kind of get to a point of everything at least sort of kind of working. It's just, honestly, just diving into anything and everything you can, whether it's an unpaid internship, whether it's a job, whether it's volunteering, whether it's helping your friend do something. It's every time it's like traveling. When you go to a new place, you learn about 10 new places that you want to go to that you didn't know about before. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's the same with opportunity. Every time you do something new, you discover a whole world of new opportunities, and you keep expanding that network. And as your network expands, that's just more and more and more people that can then come back and help you. So, as a young person, there's so much out there in this world. There's an incredible amount of resources for young people to take advantage of. Do it. There is no pressure, and there should be no enormous time limit for you to say, okay, I'm graduating from high school, I have to go to college now. Take the time, whether it's a gap year, whether it's a gap 6 months, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Take the time to go and experience things. Go and live a little bit and find out what hooks you. You got to find something that really grabs you, and then you'll find value in your education. But if you don't go through that process, at least for me, the piece of paper is one thing, and if it helps you get hired, it helps you get hired. But if you find the passion and the meaning, and you chase that opportunity and become educated, holistically speaking, about your area of interest, you will become valuable to an employer no matter what. So yeah, I think.
Wow, that was deep. No, that was so quality, man. If I had that, going back when I was 17, 18, even when I took the transition out of the classroom and said, what the hell's going on here? What am I really learning? What is valuable here within this education? If I had that statement, man, it would have made the transition a little bit easier. So, thank you for that valuable comment. Most definitely. But guys, I'm gonna say it's time for me to wrap up. This young lady has to go out and hustle again. I'm already running over her schedule a tad bit. But thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for the University Rebel and the more content we have. And thank you, Caitlin, my dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.